So the day has finally come. I am leaving Robinhood.
All right, so welcome back to the channel. I want to thank everybody for tapping in with me. Listen, I know this channel is all about money and dividends, more importantly, but I do find it important that we focus on every aspect of money, which includes YouTube, right? Listen, quick story, and we're going to make this video quick. It's not going to be too long, I promise. When I started investing, one of the first things that got me into investing into dividends and investing in the stock market at all was this guy by the name of Jikh. Okay, a lot of you already know who he is. He's got over 2 million subscribers here on YouTube, and a lot of you have come across his content and have been, some of you have been, inspired by his content to invest yourself. So you already know who I'm talking about. But for those of you who do not, let me give you a quick story. I came across this guy's videos, right? And one of the things that made him so relatable to me at the time was that he was just an ordinary guy, an average guy, an everyday working guy making $50,000 a year. And he has somehow found a way to build up a portfolio, an investing portfolio, where he was making $100,000. Where he had built that portfolio up to $100,000, and he had turned that into a dividend portfolio that was paying him out monthly, right? And so that was so inspiring to me because at the time, I didn't know anything about the stock market. I had heard about the stock market. I had heard about people making money in the stock market, but I didn't know anything. I was still green at the time. Now, mind you, this was, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 years ago now. So I found out about this channel, and that got me on the snowball of delving deeper into the investing community, into the finance community, and really just learning about stocks and how investing and how money works, right? So I get involved in, and throughout that journey, I stayed glued to Jikh's channel because, again, it was one of the first channels that brought me into investing. So I admired this guy who had built up this portfolio off of being frugal with his money, saving money, stacking his money, all of these things. I was like, man, if he can do it, then I can find a way to do it. Now, mind you, our lives are completely different. Jikh is a guy who's not married as far as I know. He's not married. He doesn't have any children. And so, those are big expenses for a guy like me who's coming from, I'm now married twice. I'm on my second marriage. So, I was divorced at the time, though. At the time I was divorced, I was a single father with 2 kids. This is before I met my second wife. So I was a single father with 2 kids, and, I was just trying to figure it out. I was a normal guy. I had a normal job just like everybody else. I was making about $50,000 a year. So I figured, hey, if this guy can do it, even if I can only get half of what this guy has accomplished, it will be something that is worth my time and effort, right? So that is one of the things that made his channel so relatable to me at the time. Now, time goes on, and we have the 2020 era, right? And what happened in 2020 was that essentially every finance content creator that was in this market pretty much blew up. That is the time in which they all blew up. You had Jikh, you had Graham Stephan, you even had some of the other guys blow up like Larry Jones, Chris Sane, all these other people that blew up in the finance community around that time, right? And so with popularity here on YouTube also comes a change in lifestyle for a lot of people. Now, though he was getting money from YouTube and from his high quality content that he was creating here on YouTube, if you watch his videos, his content is high quality. This guy, he put money into his cameras, he puts money into his production, he puts money into his editing, all of these different things. And so as time went on, I noticed that Jikh's lifestyle didn't change. It didn't change much. Yeah, his living situation changed. He went and bought a house. He bought some property. And for the most part, those were the biggest, achievements or the biggest investments that his money bought at the time, even with his salary increasing substantially through YouTube. So I said to myself, well, wow, here's a guy who essentially made it on YouTube. He's bringing in and raking in all this money. He's got ad sponsorships, right? He's partnered with YouTube, which means he's getting YouTube revenue from ads in his videos. I'm like, this guy is getting money hand over fist now. And I'm thinking to myself, still his life is streamlined. Right? His life is still streamlined to the point to where he's making money hand over fist, but he's also being frugal enough and smart enough with his money so that his money is just compounding year after year, right? And so I'm like, man, how incredible would it be to get to that point to where you no longer have to worry about, your job per se, that you're just making money, residual money off of just dividends, and you are able to live comfortably off your dividends. And that's essentially what gave me the kick in the ass to basically start my own dividend journey, right? But here's what happened, you all. As Andre continued to produce content here on YouTube, what happened was his videos needed to break out, right? Because, content creators can become bored with what they're doing. Here on YouTube, I have another channel. So I talked about Andre Jikh in many forms and facets. I talked about him being, grifting his audience. I talked about him, his weak apology about the Yada Savings Bank. I talked about a number of things with Andre. However, content creators here on YouTube can get bored with what it is that they're doing. So a lot of times you'll see that content creators will start to change things up after a while. They start talking about different things. And you also need to talk about different things because you want your audience to still grow. You want your audience to still be entertained. You want your audience to come back for more, right? That's the name of the game. So you have to find new innovative ways to keep bringing back that audience and to bring in new audience members. So his content started to branch out, which was cool. It wasn't a problem, right? But here's the problem where it comes in with Andre. I read something about a week ago that said that YouTube was about to start cracking down on content creators that use clickbait titles and have nothing to do with the content in their actual videos. And I thought that was interesting because I said, I don't know whether they're going to come up with a whole entire team to do this, because that's what they're going to need in order to crack down on clickbait thumbnails and clickbait titles to videos, because there's just so much clickbait out here, right? Listen, when I create content for you all and when I create content for any one of my channels, I try to make sure that my titles they fit the video. I try not to cheat the algorithm. I put in the work, I put in work into my videos, and I put in work into my thumbnails. I also put work into the titles. I think about my titles before I create them. I want to make sure that whatever is in my title, typically, is in that video somewhere. I try not to cheat you all out of your experience, your viewing experience when you're watching me, because that's very important to me as a content creator. I want people to come and watch me because of the content that I create, and that they can have somewhere that is dependable that they can come to for me to be 100% authentic with them. That is why I created this particular channel, Money Minds, because I said, listen, gone are the days where we have content creators that can come and talk to people and level with them from a position of, hey, I'm not a rich guy here on YouTube. I'm not making thousands upon thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars here on YouTube every single year. I'm not one of them. I'm just a normal guy. I still have my 9-to-5 job that I go to and earn the bulk of my money from, right? YouTube is just a hobby for me. It's something that I like to do on the side. Now, I love YouTube because I love producing. I love researching stocks. I love the stock market. I love researching other things to talk about current events. So yes, all those things come with me and my side hobby of what I just love to do on the side. But my main job, I still go to. I still have to go to work. Right? So I have to balance all of that. But I created this channel so that I could give other people that same relatability that I felt was lacking, because people like Andre Jikh, they're not relatable anymore. Andre Jikh is not somebody who's relatable to an average person working a 9-to-5 making $40,000 to $50,000 a year anymore. Andre Jikh is making millions now. And when I saw this pop up on my algorithm, we're going to get into it now. I said, wow, what a change, what a difference a couple years make for a person on YouTube. So let's get into it. I want to show y'all something. So the latest video Andre puts up is WTF Robinhood, I'm done. What the fuck, Robinhood, I'm done. Mind you, remember, this is a guy who has 2.5 million subscribers, you all. So you see this title as one of his subscribers and you think, oh my God, what happened on Robinhood to where Andre Jikh is leaving Robinhood altogether. Mind you, this is the platform he started off with that basically told everybody, listen, this is the platform that I'm using because this is what I was drawn to. It's easy. The interface is very relatable. It's very easy to use. It's very user friendly, right? So this is the platform that he has always been connected to, Robinhood. This is the platform he started off with on his YouTube channel. So when he puts up a title that says, what the fuck, Robinhood, I'm done, and you see that as one of his followers, you're thinking, oh my God, what happened on Robinhood with Robinhood that Andre Jikh is leaving the platform entirely? Well, only to come to find out that he's not really leaving the platform entirely. It's a clickbait title. It's a clickbait thumbnail, right? Let's go into the comments and see what's actually going on. First comment up here says, what a clickbait title. Just diversifying platforms rather than taking everything out of Robinhood. This got 957 likes, you all. Mind you, this title saying that he's leaving Robinhood, he didn't actually leave the platform. What he did was he ended up diversifying his portfolio across multiple platforms. What does that mean? It means that he ended up spreading out some of his stocks and sending them to other platforms so that he doesn't have everything centralized here on Robinhood. But he technically did not leave Robinhood. So you have clickbaited your audience into believing that you are leaving for some unforeseen reason that they didn't know about. There's something to be scared about. There's something to be worried about. Oh my God, you all might want to think about leaving too. But no, it turns out that's not what's happening at all in the video. He's not leaving Robinhood. He's diversifying his portfolio. Meaning he's sending some stocks over here, sending some stocks over there, sending some stocks over there. He's not leaving though. Let's read more. If you click on that, look at the replies. It says, yeah, this guy is a clickbait artist. All rich people are like this now. My view has earned him money while I'm here down 10 minutes of my life. See, I never want you all to have that experience on this channel. I do not want people to feel like they wasted time here, right? If I put something in my video and I put a title up there, that's what you're getting. That is what you are getting. Because for me, I don't care about how many followers I have that much. I want people who are going to rock with me and who are able to come with me and roll out with me, and they depend on me to produce the content that I say I'm going to produce. So if I have a title up there that says I'm leaving Robinhood and I'm done with it, then I expect them to watch the video and watch me leave Robinhood altogether and transfer all of my stocks out of that particular platform. I'm not going to clickbait you all. That's not what I'm here for, right? I'm here to be 100% authentic in everything that I'm doing. That's why I show y'all me taking bottles to the grocery store in order to put money into my account to fund my dividend portfolio. Shit like that is things that I do every single week on a weekly basis. I just want to give y'all a glimpse of what I'm doing, right? But I'm remaining true to my authentic self on this channel. I'm not here to clickbait y'all. Let's read some more. It says, to be honest, I watched it while sitting on the toilet, so now that I think about it, it wasn't that much of a waste of time. There are many clickbaiters on YouTube, but I don't think this is one of them. I disagree. This is definitely a clickbait title. He says he's been getting bad with the clickbait. Agreed, clickbait central. So if you go, let's go out of there and read some more comments. I'm leaving you, not Robinhood. It says 639, he's not leaving Robinhood. 272 likes. Andre, you don't need to resort to these clickbaity titles. Come on now. Thumbs down. And I got 444 likes. And that's the thing that gets me, right? Because Andre Jikh, I just said that I showed you that he has over 2.5 million followers. Dude, bro, you do not need to clickbait titles anymore. You have the audience there. You got them there. You have them. They're already in your back pocket, essentially. Right? You don't necessarily need to do the clickbaits anymore. I understand YouTube is all about clickbaits and it's all about getting people to click on your video. So you tailor the thumbnail to it. You tailor the title of the thumbnail, the video to, getting people to click on it. I get it. There's always a form of clickbait in YouTube, period. Right? I understand that. But to flat out lie is a totally different thing, in my opinion. It's totally different. And especially for a guy that doesn't need to do it. He's got 2.5 million subs. 2.5 million subs. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do it. And here's the thing that really gets me. Here, this says, you start your video and title it like you are leaving because they did something bad. Then you conclude that you are only moving some of your money in excess of the SPIC limits to better protect your very substantial balance. You even admit that Robinhood gets picked on because that kind of content gets the most views. I love your videos, but this felt off. 352 likes. Listen, so it's not just me that's thinking this, right? And here's the worst part about it. Don't clickbait your video and say that you're leaving Robinhood just so that you can turn around in that same video and promote another platform because they're sponsoring your video. That makes this look 10 times worse. In this video, he talks about Public, which you all know. I've been talking about Public since, I don't know, for several months now, right? And no, they are not sponsoring me. I just brought it to you all because I thought that it was an easy, versatile platform that was easy to use and very user-friendly. So I gave it to you all and put it out there. When people ask me, hey, what app is that you're using? I tell them. I don't need to be sponsored for me to tell people and give people good advice that I think will help them out. Right? So this looks very bad and looks very disingenuous to come off with a video saying, I'm leaving Robinhood. I'm done, you all. I'm good. I'm gone. But you're not really. And then turn around 5 minutes later in the same video, you're sponsoring another app, investing app, and it turns out that they're paying you to be sponsored. So now it makes you trashing Robinhood look even worse than you already do. And this is my point, you all. This is my point. Big influencers in the finance market, a lot of them have lost their luster. A lot of them have lost their relatability because they got money now. They got money. They forgot what it means to be struggling. They forgot what it means to not have the sponsorship deals, to be 100% authentic. Because now everything is about the click. Now everything is about the money. How many views can I get on this video? The last video I put up, y'all, it has 8 views right now. Do you think that bothers me? No, it doesn't bother me. Would I like to have more views on it? Of course. But will I stop making content like that on this channel? No. Because that video was 100% authentic to who I am and what I believe in. I don't care how many views I get. Some videos are going to do better than others. That's cool. That's the way YouTube works. I understand that and I'm fine with it. But I'm never going to sit here and tailor my views, my videos, and what I produce content on just because I know that it's going to get a bunch of clicks. Especially if that's not on my docket. I have a docket in my phone of all the videos that I want to do. I'm not knocking one of those videos off to do another video on something else because I know it's going to get clickbaited and a lot of people are going to click on it. That's not what this is about. I'm not here for that. I'm here to provide you all with a consistent level of valuable knowledge and information regarding the stock market, regarding dividends, and regarding money. That's why I'm here. So I hope you're here for the same reason. Again, I thank you all. If you listen to me rant this long, I appreciate you. And we'll see you in the next video. We're going to get right back to talking about money. Thank you for watching. Later.